Hey there YouTube, PureCarbon here. In this video I'll be doing an in-depth review of the Linkit 1 board, which I just received in the mail from Instructables. So, let's get started. So if we take a look at the package, as you can see they sent me a very nice USB cable. It's covered with rope, so I think it's like tangle free or something like that. Certainly high quality than the one I've been using to program my Arduino. Sent me a piece of paper, instructions on the board, I guess. So sent me 3 stickers, I believe, yeah. There's 3 stickers. Always fun to have stickers, right? And of course, finally, we have the board itself. This is the Linkit 1. It has MCU, GCM, GPRS, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, a place to store a micro SD card, and an audio jack. So there's also some other features, but I can't remember what they are. I was just reading what was on the box. So if we take the lid off, right there it says the Ultimate Developers Board for Wearables and Internet of Things, which is pretty cool. It's a very nice box, but that's not what we're interested in. What we want to look at is the board itself. So it's compatible with the Arduino IDE, and it has all the headers in the same spot as an Arduino, so that you can use the exact same shields that you would on a normal Arduino. As you can see, I have my LCD shield from SainSmart, and it fits perfectly. So let's actually look at what's on top of the board. So right here you have your audio jack, USB port, and your 3.7 volt LiPo battery plug-in, which this board actually comes with a battery, which is pretty cool. Another interesting thing is it will charge the lithium battery if you have this plugged in, or it will charge the battery for you through the USB. So that's kind of a nice feature. So if you want to charge like some other batteries or lithium polymer batteries that you have lying around, and you're like me and you haven't gotten around to purchasing a charger off the line yet, then this is fantastic. So as you can see, there's 3 switches on the top here. You have the first one here, which you can, when you upload programs, you can either program or upload them to the SD card by flipping it down, or the SPI, which is the main chip that has the information on it. That's the SPI. So you can choose which one you want. And then here you have the power supply, this switch right here. So if you flip it towards the battery plug-in, then it will run off the power from the battery. But if you flip it towards USB, then it will run off power from the USB cable. And then this switch, I can't remember what it does. I'm going to have to look that up, but I'll put that in the description, along with links to the website where you can learn more about this board if you wish. If you go on the side, this is a little bit different from the Arduino. The Arduino has like the reset button on top, but this has like the reset button on the side actually, which I think is kind of cool because, I mean, if you have something like a shield on top, the button is directly underneath the shield, how are you going to be able to reset it? I mean, it seems logical to put it on the side in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to it. The female header pins, they are the same as on the Arduino, so you have the analog out or I mean the analog in, my bad, on the side here, along with power and ground, all those pins. And you have 1 through 13 on this side, exactly like the Arduino. So, then one more thing, you have the SPI port right here, so you can program it using that. If we flip it over, we can see that there's this metal plate on the back, and also the SIM card and the SD card holder. SD card's on the side, right below the USB port, and then the SIM card slides in right on top of that. I've never seen any sort of component like that, so maybe it's one of the new components that haven't really been implemented into very many electronics yet. But I think it's kind of cool how you have one chip going in that way and another chip going in that way. Just kind of a neat feature that I think is interesting. So, because I'm curious, I'm actually going to take off this back plate, show you guys what's underneath it. A bunch of chips. I don't know the names of any of these chips, so you're not going to get that in this tutorial, but all that information is on MediaTek's website. So, I'll just put that back on. So yeah, so that's the board. Now I'll toss that off to the side. Now what's cool is this box, or this board, it comes with some neat little goodies, I guess. First of all is the battery, obviously. I mentioned that earlier, that it comes with a battery. So we can actually pull that out and do a live test. Ooh, how fun. So flip the switch to battery, plug it in, and oh my gosh, it is on. LEDs are doing something. Look at that. It's almost like magic. If I switch it to the USB, you have to plug it in via USB. So, just unplug this and put it back in the nice bag it comes in. Next, they give you some. They give you the antennas for the GPS and the Wi-Fi, and the other antenna, and all the other stuff like that. So, they have it nicely labeled on the back. You have GPS right here, Wi-Fi, and GSM, or the GSM antenna. So, I know that this is GPS, so I can plug that in. There we go. That's plugged in, pretty easy. I think this is GSM, but I could be wrong. I might have to double check. But I guess you can kind of get the idea that it just plugs in like that to remove it. Oof. Hopefully that's not permanent. No, it's loose, so I mean, it can come out. It would suck to break this thing, like immediately after I get it. There we go. It's off, no harm, no foul. Perfect. So, next they give you some instructions, which is pretty nice. So first of all, you get this nice little booklet which tells you stuff. No, it's upside down, I'm sorry. It lists what's inside, has a picture of the board, information on how to download the SDK and get started programming and whatnot. And on the back, there's information about MediaTek. There's more products from them, and then some information that you should know. So that's kind of nice. And then they have this thing, which is a big picture of the board with all the pinouts and whatnot, which is awesome. So, it tells you what pins do what. Has the ISP pinout, explanation for all that. Each tells you what each switch does, the reset button, the headphone jack. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we will move on to downloading the SDK from their website and using it with the Arduino IDE. So let's get started with that. To download the Linkit 1 SDK, start by going to your web browser. Then go to the search bar and type in Linkit 1 SDK. Next, select SDK Intro. This is where you'll be able to download it. There will also be a link in the description. Now if you go under Downloads, you have a choice of Windows or Mac. Download the one that is appropriate to your computer. Now to go to your downloads and click on the SDK that you just downloaded. And it will bring you to the installation menu. Follow the steps and install it. Next you will open up the Arduino IDE after it is installed. It's important to note that the SDK or the IDE that I have is 1.5.7. You can download, if you have one that's earlier, then that will work as well. Now go under Board, select Linkit 1, and go to Port, and select the one that's plugged in. Also make sure all the switches are correct on the Linkit 1 board. Then you can click Upload. If you look at the board, you will see a green light blink. This is how you will know that it has been uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this coming really soon. Also, please consider checking me out on all my social media and liking this video if you haven't already.